Hello, everybody, and welcome to Woodbridge, the best town around. Let's hear it. My name is John McCormick. I'm the mayor of this terrific town, and we're here today for our annual KSB Backpack event, where we provide backpacks to kids that are going to school who otherwise might not be able to have one. And of course, you know what that's like for that kid if they go in there and all the kids have nice backpacks and nice supplies, and there's a kid who doesn't. It's not a great way to start your educational year off. So thankfully, we have groups in town, like the most recent recipient of the Key to Woodbridge Township, which only 33 other groups have ever gotten. The Woodbridge Elks, the American Irish Association, and the Senior Billiards Club. They're all sort of kind of connected with the municipal government, but for the very first time, a couple of months ago, we surprised this young man to my right by presenting him with the Key to Woodbridge Township for Evangel Church from Island. Although he's growing so fast, I don't know if they can afford to stay there. They got to get someplace else that's cramped. So they provided for Hope Lawn yesterday and KSB today 500 backpacks, but not just backpacks. I'm talking fully stocked backpacks. So there's a list of what everybody would like to see in the backpacks: notebooks, pencils, those kind of things. I think the backpacks you guys stuffed and the ones you're handing out now are fully loaded with even more than you had to do. Yes. So thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce a longtime friend, Pastor Leslie Samuel from Evangel Church, and ask him to say a few words.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, and your staff and team that makes this event possible. We really value the partnership that we have, as well as the opportunity to make an impact on this town. One of our mission statements is change lives, changing communities, and it's so important for us that our communities around us see just a reflection of God's love in this world. And one of the ways that we want to do that in a very practical way is to bless families with backpacks. And we had, I think in our efforts to pack backpacks, over 84 volunteers, more than that, have come together to make this possible. And about 500 backpacks packed across 2 nights. And then I'm excited that this is the largest number ever that we were able to do, and we're hoping to do more in the future. Thank you.
And just to continue the praise of this wonderful organization, every year we have tooling around the town, and they always come out and do at least a house, sometimes more. They also kind of do their own tooling around efforts sometimes. In the fall, they'll go out to a bunch of different houses and do landscaping and painting. They do food drives. They're constantly at different events collecting food and buying food and packaging that and bringing it to people. This group, give yourselves a big round of applause for everything you do for our community. And now the young lady who started this event along with Dan Harris many years ago, she's of Hispanic heritage, and of course Hope Lawn and KSB are pretty much Hispanic parts of the township, so she concentrated her efforts here with the backpack drive, and she's just done an amazing job with that. We run together. I'm proud to run with her. We don't run for a couple of years, but that's okay. She has just been an amazing advocate for the entire township, but in particular Hispanic people of Hispanic culture and people in need. So let me introduce Lizbeth de Jesus.
Thank you. I want to thank Evangel Church for being here. You know, to whom much is given, much is expected, and I really appreciate and I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart for this partnership. I believe in public education, and Dan and I, along with Stephanie West, who used to be a principal at School 25, started here in KSB, giving back to the kids. She was the principal at the school where the kids go to, and she saw a need and reached out to us, and we partnered up with her. She's since moved, but we promised that we would keep the efforts, and I'm so thankful and so grateful that it has grown to the magnitude that it has grown, that we always have the mayor's support, the council support, those Board of Ed, and the residents. And now with you guys, we have an even bigger partnership. Hopefully next year we'll do something a little bit different, but still to try to reach out more kids in our district, because I do believe that every child has the right to a free education, and they should be prepared and not miss anything in order for them to have a successful school year. So if we can do it, we're going to continue to do it. Again, I'm very, very grateful. Estoy muy agradecida con la iglesia de Evangel por las mochilas que han dado con todo lo que los niños necesitan para la escuela, con el alcalde y la administración, las escuelas y la administración de la escuela, todos nosotros trabajamos juntos para que los niños empiecen un año escolar teniendo todo lo que necesitan para tener un año muy successful. Así que muchas gracias a todos los que están aquí y seguimos de año tras año. I thank Dan because Dan has been my partner, and Howie, this is Howie's area. And, you know, we have an idea, but we bring it to the table and all of us work together in order for it to come into life. So I'm not the only one that's doing this. It's a whole group effort. And for that, I'm so thankful and so grateful that it's been since 2015 that we've been coming here, and that every year we can come and it gets bigger and bigger. I want to thank the mobile health clinic, the library, the community center, the Mayor's Senior Summit, the DJ. We come together in order to provide all of our township efforts. All of our township offices are here in order to provide services for our residents. So again, thank you. And I'm going to pass it up to Dan so Dan can say a few words.
Thank you, Elizabeth. You said it, and you said it so well. Old African proverb, it takes a village, and all of you guys, thank you very much. This program does not happen without backpacks and school supplies. The rest of us, we're just support. We're just the supporting cast. Want to thank Elizabeth, the mayor, and his entire administration. I know Megan and her team is out here. They do a lot of the nitty gritty with the advertising. So thank you to you and your team. And I want to thank, as I did yesterday, Ms. Murphy, Ford's Middle School principal out here on a Saturday. We have Ms. Brielle Small representing School 25 as a guidance counselor. Thank you to the both of you. You're a tribute to the profession of educators. Thank you for being here. Mayor?
Thank you very much. So I don't speak Spanish, but I do know one word Lizbeth used, El Alcalde. That's the only word I know in Spanish because it means mayor. Now let me turn it over to the second ward. If you live in Ford's, Hope Lawn, and Caseby, first of all, you're very lucky because your council person is Howie Bauer, who has been involved in our community for so many years I can't count, going way back when his kids were in sports with Ford's Clara Barton baseball. And he's been involved in the fire company. He's on his 5th different term as chief of the Ford's Fire Department. He's been a councilman now for 10 years. He does an amazing job in the second ward. Ladies and gentlemen, Howie Bauer.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much. First, I'd like to thank my councilman Elizabeth and Dan for envisioning this event. It wouldn't be possible without you guys and just keeping it going forward. The mayor, the administration, my councilmates, all their support, none of this happens. To Megan, Kelly, great job every year. Behind the scenes, these girls deserve a great recognition for all they do. All the departments here today, thank you for coming out. Pastors, can't thank you enough for your dedication to our community and giving back. We love what you do for us. To the Caseby Fire Department, thank you guys for coming out today and supporting our community like they always do. So, you know, those guys support you. Come out and support them when they have their fund drives every year. Thanks again to all the children. Have a great school year, and thanks again. Have a great day.
Okay. We also have the principal of School 25 coming up, Mr. Bronsdorf. Let's hear it for him. And boys and girls, if you go to School 25 or if you go to Ford's Middle, now's a good time to get some brownie points with your principal. Come up and start talking to him. There's only you guys here, so you can get a lot of attention. I want to thank our mobile health unit. We have Kimberly and we have Chris here. Let's hear for them. From Hickory Senior Center in Ford's, we have Liz. From Youth Services, we have Maggie. From the Community Center, we have Bob. From our Senior Transportation, we have Tabitha. And from our library, we have Nicole and we have Jameson. And any more of the principals want to say a few words? Mr. Bronsdorf, you want to come up?
Sure. Thanks for putting me on the spot, Mayor.
Yeah, no problem.
First, I'd like to thank everyone that's involved, the vendors, our Mr. Jesus and Mr. Harris. And I know that they spearheaded this many years ago. It's my 6th year as principal at 25, and I've been coming here every year, and it's just amazing how it's getting bigger and better, and we're getting all these supplies to our families. So thank you for everybody that's involved. Our kindergarten orientation at School 25 is Tuesday, September 3rd, and we're just looking forward to having a great school year. Most importantly, I know I came a little late, was to make sure that, you know, regardless of your economic status, but it's very important to fill out lunch applications. Very, very, very important. And the reason is if a family qualifies for free or reduced lunch and they don't fill out those forms, they're going to actually get, be responsible for those lunches that they get until they fill that form out. So it's so important. I know Ms. DeJesus will follow up with that, right? All right. Thank you, and enjoy our afternoon.
Okay, let's hear from Miss Murphy, the principal of Ford's Middle.
I first want to say thank you to everyone here. The one thing is on the first day of school, we want to make sure that all the kids are prepared, and by all the vendors in this event, the kids could go into school on the first day feeling very positive. I can't wait until I see those smiles, because whenever this event happens, I know very shortly the hallways are going to be filled with students, their laughters, their nerves, which, like Mr. Bronsdorfer said, on the 27th, is sixth grade orientation. They had their orientation for kindergarten on September 3rd.
September 3rd at 1
And
o'clock.
at 1 o'clock for us, the sixth graders, the 27th, that Tuesday from 9 to 12. I sent out a notice already last week, and I can't wait to see everyone, because that's going to help our sixth graders who are so nervous for the first day of school, especially with opening those lockers and everything. And on that day, just remember, there's going to be plenty of people there to assist your child. You're going to also help with opening the lockers. But know that there's a lot of people that speak Spanish as well. Sí puedo hablar en español, pero a veces me da un poquito de vergüenza de hablar, pero cuando nosotros estamos juntos, we're one community, one family, and we're going to make everything work and make sure this is a positive experience for you guys at Ford. So if you need anything, call us, and we're here to help you. So guys, enjoy the last little remnants of summer. Thank you so much for having this event today, because I'm excited, and I know the kids are excited. So thank you.
I just noticed a couple of our camp counselors here, and it reminded me, we had a camp here for the first time in many years, and it was probably the most active camp of any of the summer camps we do for kids. And that's because we have a warehouse project that's half in Woodbridge and half in Perth Amboy, and the company agreed to donate to both towns. And Carol Ehrlich is the head of our redevelopment agency, so they said, what do you want to do with our money? So her idea was to bring back the camp we had here, and not only bring it back better than ever. They had 30, 40 kids every day. They took trips to the pool, to the bowling alley, to mini golf, to a farm, to a baseball game, all kinds of, was that? Jenkinson's Aquarium, all kinds of different things. It was amazing. That was Carol's brainchild to do that for the residents of Caseby, so I want to recognize her and thank her for that. You were saying? All right, go ahead.
So it was very important for us to have this developer give back to the community, and they did so with a very generous, open arm. And this will continue for the next couple of decades. They are committed to it. Another developer actually paid for that health mobile. So, when you see the stuff going on in town, good things come out of it, because the mayor makes sure they don't just get money, they give back to the town, following the lead of the Evangel Church, where it's all about giving back. I just want to go back a couple of years when we first started the backpack drive. We would have to buy and go out and collect all the backpacks, put all the things in it. We would reach out to all the different corporate partners we had and say, can you make a donation? Can you make a donation? We would spread them out on the conference tables, Beth, Megan and her crew, and stuff them. And now we kind of just sat back, thanks to the Evangel Church and Pastor Leslie. And I personally, I can't tell you how grateful I am. I am so grateful for your sense of giving back and giving to the community, and knowing that this is the message from God, whatever your religion is, for all of us. So thank you for being leaders in the community and even in the religious community. Thank you.
All right, I think we're good. There's food over there from the Woodbridge Community Center, I don't know all your names, but thank you for coming out. There's burgers and there's other burgers and there's hot dogs, all the staples, whatever you need. Hamburgers and hot dogs. What else do you need? Oh, yeah. So the other thing we should mention is we are working on a brand new school in Hope Lawn that will serve the residents of Hope Lawn and Caseby. So no longer will kids have to travel by bus 30 minutes to school 19, 30 minutes to school 25, 30 minutes to school 9 if you're in Hope Lawn. It's going to probably take 2+ years, but we're working on it now. It's going to be on Clyde Avenue. It's very important for us to bring the schools to where the kids are, and this is a fast-growing section of town, and we're really very psyched about another brand new school in town. Let me ask Lisbeth to cover that in Spanish.
Para los residentes de Caseby, quiero que sepan que como en 2 años y medio, vamos a abrir una nueva escuela elemental en Hope Lawn, que es para los niños de Hope Lawn, de Caseby y la parte sur de Fords. Es para que ustedes saben que sus niños van a la escuela 25 o algunos van a la escuela 9 y pasan media hora a 45 minutos en un autobús. Nosotros vemos que la comunidad está creciendo y queremos traer escuelas de comunidad. Por eso pensamos, el alcalde con el Departamento de Educación de Woodbridge pensó que sería bueno abrir una escuela en Hope Lawn para que así los niños no estén en el autobús tanto tiempo. De 2 años a 2 años y medio es cuando esa escuela abrirá. Si quieren más información, yo estoy aquí, pregúntenme lo que quiera. Pero una cosa que dijo el principal Brownsdorf, por favor, llenen la aplicación de almuerzo lo más pronto posible, porque si no la llenan, los niños van a recibir almuerzo, no, la comida nunca se le va a decir que no, pero sí le va a llegar un recibo de la cantidad que deben del almuerzo. Si ustedes saben que reciben almuerzo gratis o reducido, llenen las aplicaciones lo más pronto posible. Gracias.
All right, thank you all very much. Just in closing, I want to thank the younger ones, the kids here in you're anywhere from 10 to 14, it looks like. You're all out here helping, giving up a Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon. Let's hear for our youngsters.